Welcome, dear listeners, to another captivating episode of History with Herodotus, where we delve into the rich tapestry of human experience and uncover the fascinating stories that have shaped our world. Galabase and Vase. Today, we find ourselves in the enchanting city of Krakow, a place where the Vistula River whispers secrets of the past to those who wander its ancient streets. Our journey takes us through the realms of time, as we explore the captivating narrative of Krakow through history. As we embark on this historical odyssey, let us first set our sights on the earliest whispers of Krakow's existence. It is a tale that begins in the misty dawn of the Middle Ages, around the 7th century, when Slavic tribes first settled upon the fertile plains surrounding the Vistula. The air was alive with the sounds of nature and the rustling of leaves as these early inhabitants began to weave their lives into the fabric of this land. The Vislanes, a Slavic tribe, established their stronghold in the region, and their name would become synonymous with the city's earliest history. We find ourselves standing amidst the lush forests and rolling hills of what is now southern Poland, where the Vislanes cultivated the land, harvested its resources, and began to forge a distinct cultural identity. The archaeological record reveals that they built fortified settlements, such as Wawel Hill, which would later become the nucleus of Krakow's power and influence. As we walk through the landscape, we notice the remnants of ancient trade routes, which connected the Vislanes to other tribes and civilizations, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. The year 965 marks a significant milestone in Krakow's early history, as it is mentioned for the first time in written records by the Arabian traveler Ibrahim ibn Jacob Tatar. This reference not only confirms the city's existence, but also highlights its strategic location at the crossroads of trade routes between the East and the West. As we delve deeper into the historical context, we find that Krakow's emergence was influenced by the Great Moravian Empire, which had a profound impact on the region's politics, economy, and culture. As we explore the early history of Krakow, we encounter key figures such as Mieszko I, the first ruler of Poland, who played a crucial role in shaping the city's destiny. In 992, he incorporated Krakow into the Polish state, paving the way for its future growth and development. The city's strategic location, at the confluence of the Vistula and Sandomier's rivers, made it an attractive center for trade and commerce, drawing merchants and travelers from across Europe. As we pause on the threshold of this new era, we find ourselves at a pivotal moment in Krakow's history, one that will be marked by grandeur, turmoil, and transformation. The seeds sown in these early years will bear fruit in the centuries to come, as Krakow rises to prominence and leaves an indelible mark on the annals of history. With the foundation laid, we are now poised to witness the city's remarkable evolution as it becomes a beacon of culture, learning, and innovation. Let us proceed, with wonder and curiosity, into the next chapter of this captivating narrative, where the essence of Krakow, through history, awaits our discovery. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we continue our enchanting journey through the captivating narrative of Krakow through history. As we left the early whispers of Krakow's existence behind, we now find ourselves standing at the threshold of a new era, one that would propel this city to unprecedented heights of grandeur and influence. As we delve into the 13th century, Krakow undergoes a profound transformation, emerging as a major urban center in Eastern Europe. The city's strategic location at the crossroads of trade routes between the East and the West makes it an attractive hub for merchants and travelers from across the continent. We find ourselves wandering through the bustling streets of Krakow, surrounded by the sounds of hammering on metal, the aroma of freshly baked bread wafting from wood-fired ovens, and the vibrant colors of exotic spices and textiles on display. The year 1057 marks a significant milestone in Krakow's history, as it is granted Magdeburg rights by Prince Boleslaw V the Chaste, establishing the city as a self-governing entity with its own laws and administrative structures. This development sparks a period of rapid growth and urbanization, as Krakow becomes a magnet for artisans, merchants, and scholars from all over Europe. The city's architecture reflects this newfound prosperity, with the construction of grand buildings such as St. Mary's Basilica, which would become one of the most iconic landmarks in Krakow. As we explore the city during this period, we encounter key figures such as Bishop Jan Muscata, who played a crucial role in shaping Krakow's cultural and intellectual landscape. In 1364, King Casimir III the Great founded the University of Krakow, which would become one of the oldest and most prestigious institutions of higher learning in Europe. The university attracts scholars from all over the continent, making Krakow a hub of intellectual inquiry and innovation. The city's vibrant cultural scene is also reflected in its thriving arts community, with the emergence of renowned artists such as Witt Stuss, who would create some of the most iconic works of Gothic art in Europe. As we walk through the streets of Krakow, we notice the intricate stone carvings, stunning stained glass windows, and ornate furnishings that adorn the city's churches and public buildings. As one observer of the time noted, Krakow is a city where the sounds of laughter and music fill the air, where the smell of freshly baked bread and roasting meats wafts through the streets, and where the beauty of art and architecture touches the soul. This captivating description captures the essence of Krakow during its period of greatest flourishing, a time when the city was truly a beacon of culture, learning, and innovation. As we reach the pinnacle of Krakow's grandeur, we find ourselves at a moment of great triumph, but also of impending change. The seeds sown during this period of growth and prosperity will continue to bear fruit, even as the city faces new challenges and transformations in the centuries to come. With the glory of Krakow's golden age still shining brightly in our minds, we are now poised to witness the city's remarkable evolution as it navigates the complexities of decline and legacy. Let us proceed, with wonder and curiosity, into the final chapter of this captivating narrative, where the lasting impact of Krakow through history awaits our discovery. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we continue our journey through the captivating narrative of Krakow through history. As we left the grandeur of Krakow's golden age behind, we now find ourselves standing at the threshold of a new era, one that would be marked by decline, turmoil, and transformation. As we delve into the 16th century, Krakow begins to face significant challenges that would gradually erode its position as a major urban center in Eastern Europe. The city's economy, which had thrived on trade and commerce, starts to decline due to the rise of other commercial centers such as Gdansk and Warsaw. We find ourselves walking through the streets of Krakow, noticing the once vibrant markets now filled with fewer merchants and travelers, the sounds of hammering on metal growing fainter, and the aroma of freshly baked bread less pronounced. The year 1569 marks a significant milestone in Krakow's history, as the Union of Lublin establishes the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, shifting the country's capital to Warsaw. This development leads to a gradual decline in Krakow's importance, as the city is no longer the center of power and politics. The university, which had been a beacon of intellectual inquiry and innovation, begins to lose its prominence, and many of its scholars migrate to other institutions. As we explore the city during this period, we encounter key figures such as King Sigismund III Vasa, who attempts to revitalize Krakow's economy by promoting trade and commerce. However, his efforts are ultimately unsuccessful, and the city continues its decline. The once thriving arts community also suffers, with many of its renowned artists, such as Witt Stuss's successors, seeking opportunities in other cities. The 17th and 18th centuries bring further challenges to Krakow, as the city is repeatedly besieged by foreign armies, including the Swedish and Russian forces. The Great Northern War, which lasts from 1721, has a devastating impact on Krakow's economy and population. We find ourselves standing in the midst of a city ravaged by war, its buildings damaged, its people displaced, and its culture threatened. As one observer of the time noted, Krakow is a city that has been battered by the storms of history, its beauty tarnished by the ravages of war and decline. This poignant description captures the essence of Krakow during its period of greatest turmoil, a time when the city's very existence was under threat. As we reach the nadir of Krakow's fortunes, we find ourselves at a moment of great transformation. The seeds sown during this period of decline will eventually bear fruit, as the city begins to rebuild and rediscover its identity in the centuries to come. With the legacy of Krakow's grandeur still echoing through its streets, we are now poised to witness the city's remarkable rebirth, as it navigates the complexities of modernity and emerges anew. As the Polish historian and poet Adam Mickiewicz once wrote, "Krakow is a city that has been resurrected from the ashes, its spirit unbroken, its beauty renewed." These words capture the essence of Krakow's enduring legacy, a testament to the city's ability to persevere through adversity and emerge stronger, more vibrant, and more resilient than ever before. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.